welcome to Magpies Cottage.
I'm Joanne.
I'm Amy.
Oh, it's October now.
It is October.
Yeah. The colors are spectacular.
Are they?
But
I
they're
haven't been
falling
anywhere.
fast because, the wind is so windy out.
That's true, it is windy today.
People across the street, their tree, day before yesterday, was completely yellow and beautiful. And last night, all the leaves are on their front lawn.
Oh my.
It went that
well,
quick.
then I think, it's good. I'm planning on driving up 18th Street today.
Okay.
Where the autumn purple ash are.
Oh,
And they
okay.
they are the most fun trees to watch when they change colors.
Okay.
They go from the green
Uh-huh.
into this purple color.
Okay.
And then the purple goes to this bright gold.
Oh.
And the gold is so vibrant. I would drive past it back in the day when I actually drove to work. I would drive past them in the morning, and the morning sunlight on them, it was just this amazing burst of color.
Yeah.
My favorite road in the entire town to drive down is 18th Street on a sunny fall morning.
I wonder if that's the same trees that are on Wilson, because when I used to come home at 4:30 in the afternoon, the sun is just starting to set, and that whole road, it looked like it was on fire. It was so orange and yellow and red around the edges. It was beautiful. So maybe.
And then what happens is, as soon as the autumn purple ash hits that vibrant gold part, then whoosh, they're all down.
Yeah, as soon as the windy day comes.
Yeah, and so as windy as it is today, I anticipate that if I drive down 18th Street on my way home at some point in time today and my errand running, there won't be any leaves left.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. We'll
see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Not everything on the street, but I and it's funny because the property owners, these trees also have just a lot of leaves on them. They're good sized trees, and I know these poor property owners are leaf blowing every other day.
Yeah,
it seems.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, something else.
So.
So it is Friday in October.
Yep.
What you got? UFOs?
Yeah,
No,
I have one.
finish FOs first.
I have one. This was the sweater I had in that drawer of stuff.
Yeah.
That half-finished stuff. So it's kind of cropped, a little bit cropped. It's like a lady's size medium, I think. And it's got just below the elbow sleeves. And then I put this color on the neck and the sleeves and the bind off. Put that tan. I thought, that looks good. So that's all done. I'll give it to my granddaughter for Christmas. So it's all
Kind of
set.
nice to find those things.
Yeah. So that it was right below the arms. So I had to finish the body and the sleeves. I did the sleeves. No, wait. I did the body and I saved one skein. And then I weighed the skein and did half a sleeve, and then I did the other half of the sleeve to make sure I had enough.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then I figured if there was any left over, I'd put it on the body, but there was none left over. So that's what I have for an FO. That's it, just the one.
I have two.
Okay.
These are my socks. I finished them. Ta-da, 2 socks.
Yay.
So I love these socks. Okay, they got the fun cable on the front. Just one cable. More than one, okay, too much work for me. I like cables. I don't mind cabling. It's easy to do. But if I would do cables all the way around, that would drive me crazy. I would have no patience for that. And then, once you get the foot, because this heel thing, wraps, it literally, you start at the back of the heel and you wrap all the way around the ankle, you got a good chunk of your foot done.
Yeah.
So when you do get to the foot, it goes really, really fast.
Yeah, so it's like you don't even have a gusset.
No, there's no gusset, but you do have to do some short rows right in there.
Okay.
Right in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just little short rows right there to fill in that little triangle between the sides.
Okay.
So yeah. So I cast these socks on in probably December of 2018.
Oh boy.
And they were my Packers playoff socks. Well, as soon as the Packers were out of the playoffs, I quit knitting on them. I had one sock done, and I just had to cast on the second. So now I did. So that was my September UFO project.
Okay.
Okay, so they are done.
Cool.
Another one off the list. And then I finished, I don't know if I showed the shawl yet, in progress, but was my test knit for Lisa Ross.
It's
and
beautiful.
It is so lovely. I am so thrilled with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
I
is
hope one
knit.
side.
It is knit from tip to tip. I don't know when Lisa is publishing it, but I know it'll be soon. And you use 6 colors. I use 6 minis, but the minis I had were 133 yards apiece. Okay, so if you have a 90-yard mini, that's not going to be enough yarn. So what you could do lots of things, and you could just have more 90-yard minis and not have it. But mine follows the color sequence that she's got in the pattern because my minis were big enough.
6 colors?
Yep, 6.
Okay. I was going to say I have a 5 skein set of 50 grams, but you have 6, so mine are only 5 skeins. That wouldn't work either.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that would work, but you can. One of my suggestions to Lisa, as far as the test was concerned, to give people a plan for how to use colors differently. I mean, very few minis actually come with 133 yards.
Right.
They're usually around 90.
Yeah.
So you'd need 2 of those. Okay. So I think that a person could literally start and just kind of knit the pattern sequence, like with and put in the zigzags where they fell within the, how should I say, the row sequence, because this pattern is literally row by row, and that's because of the increases and decreases. There's really no good way to write the repeat. So it goes row by row. You could follow it row by row, and you could change colors whenever the heck you pleased. And so, like I said, I followed the sequence because that's what I was testing for. And she wanted to know yardage by color. So I did. So it's done. It's blocked.
Yeah.
It's ready to be worn.
Yeah,
I just have to find some place to wear it to. Maybe a yarn shop. It's the only place I go.
Maybe.
So those are my infos for the week.
Cool. So what I'm working on, just little stuff right now. I started this hat because I had a leftover. I rolled up an extra ball when I made that blue sweater.
Oh, sure.
So I just started doing it. I don't think it's going to be enough because I wanted a big fold over.
Okay. So
I wanted a deep fold.
now you're going to have to win another ball.
No, I have a little ball too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I had an extra one plus the leftovers of the ball I was working on when I finished. So I'll have enough, but I hate to do that when I put stuff up in the shop, have it bigger than one ball for a hat. But I'm gonna have to, because if you want the big cuff, you're gonna need 2. I think that when I did that February hat, that one took 2 also, because it had a big, just to keep your ears warm. If you want to fold it over nice and big, that's what it takes.
Yeah, I have the itch to cast on a hat. I might do that, even though I said no cast on until I finished my sweater.
I thought you just said that, yeah, because I was going to ask you to test that, and then you said that, so I asked Dawn to test that for me.
Well, that's
instead.
okay. That's okay.
So
I wouldn't mind testing it, but I don't have time to knit it right now.
Yeah.
I have my Hoagie knit along. I have my pigskin. Oh gosh, it's a different podcast knitting thing. Pigskin party, whatever. One down. I can't remember the name of the podcast. Oh well, I'll think of it.
And then I'm making a second hat with that. It's the Slipped Rib hat by Jody Brown, and it has that alpaca in it between the ribs. You can, if I stretch it out, you can see it better. But I did it in gray. Was it in gray or blue? Gray. The first one I did.
I don't remember.
And then I had the blue yarn, but it has little pink specks in it, and you only used less than half.
You did it with blue.
I did it with blue?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I did it with blue, and now I'm doing a second one with this same ball of alpaca. And this was the leftovers, the pink, from my Time Warp hat.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Because you only need 50 of the
Right,
solid
right,
color.
right.
Yeah, so...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's all leftovers, like a free project. And it'll be somebody's Christmas present.
Good to be on her list.
Yeah. Yeah, I have plenty of yarn left on that
sure,
one, too.
Sure.
It's pretty full.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah, that's what I'm working on is a couple of hats. And then I finished the sweater up this week.
Well,
What are you working on this week?
my sweater.
Okay.
This is my rule. There is no new casting on, but I really wanted to cast on a hat. No new cast on until I finish the sweater. Well, okay, so now this sweater has decreases, so it's got some waist shaping, and
Okay.
I'm almost done with the decreases, and then you got to knit a little bit for the center, and then you go to increases. So I'm getting there. Body's, you know, not quite half done on the body, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
I love the sweater. It's turning out nice. I'm very happy with it, you know, and so we'll see.
And what yarn is this?
This is Womi's DK.
Okay.
I have a splurge going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a splurge.
And which pattern?
Sunrose by Laura Ayler.
Okay.
So I'm working on that, but I have to show my October UFO.
Okay.
This is why I bought this project bag last week.
Okay.
See, sugar skulls.
Yep,
Sugar
yep.
skulls. When I was looking, what was I doing? I was looking for something else when I was here last week. And I saw this, and I thought, oh, sugar skulls. I have to have a sugar skull bag.
Uh-huh. And I got
Okay.
one more in stock.
Uh-oh, it's the season. Because this is my October UFO, which was, if those of you who saw my post when we were posting about what what the UFO club is doing for October, I said, oh, 2 or 5, 2 or 5. Well, it was 5, which is good, because this is what I really, really wanted to do. I would have reorganized my list if it wasn't 5. I'll be honest. I was going to do that, you know? So
Okay.
here it is. It's a Day of the Dead mitten, and that's why the
Okay.
sugar skulls. Okay, so that's that side,
Uh-huh.
and here's the other side.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my left hand. So I have beads on the top of my left hand, knitted in. So this side is beaded. Then the right hand is going to be the other, this will be on the top. So I'll have the man on my left hand and the girl on my right hand on my second mitten. And then the top of my right hand will be beaded. So like
Okay.
in there's beads in the skirt in here and up in her weird hair thingy, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, this
Very
is
nice.
Till Death is the pattern. And it's designed by Stephanie Lotvent. She did this as a mystery. Oh boy, a while ago. I don't even know how long this has been. Maybe no more than 2 years, but it might be
Okay.
2 years. Okay, It might
Colors
be.
are beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, I bought this yarn when we went to Ann Bud.
Oh, okay.
So that's 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Because I bought the kit when we were at Ann Bud because the yarn is Sun Valley.
Is that minis or
Yeah.
did you have to have more
No,
purple?
the purple it's like a half a skein.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a special kit. So like you'd need 50 grams of the main color and then minis
of the rest.
for
Okay.
the rest. So I have
Very-
cast on mitten number 2. Oh, and there were 2 cuff options. I went for the colorwork cuff, but she also has a braid cuff. You know those horizontal braid things?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got that option in the pattern for you if you wanted to do
Okay.
the braid. I just didn't feel like
No,
doing that.
I like that color work.
I love the color work. So
Yeah.
so I am going to finish this mitten for October. Finish the other one. And of course, obviously I didn't do the thumb yet, but so that's what I'm working on. This and my sweater. And no new cast-ons till the sweater's
No
done.
new cast-ons. I will ask you next week again how you did with that.
Maybe I'll have a finished sweater and then I can cast something on.
Yeah, that maybe.
Maybe.
This, by the way, was sweater number 5.
Oh, jeez.
Adult size sweater. I'm not counting any little kid ones.
Okay.
Because I got that baby sweater and stuff. Those didn't count. This is adult size. 5
You know-
for this year.
You know, I'm thinking about this. There is this in Ravelry on your project pages. Okay, in that section, a challenge tab. And I put in every year I want to complete so many projects. But I do believe it's possible to, like, I want to complete 5 sweaters in a year. You could do something like that.
Yeah. I never even get my projects in, though.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to be good and do that Marie Green one.
You never
I
did.
put it in. I put the progress. I never put the finished object in. It's been done since August 2nd. Yeah. I'm terrible with Ravelry.
I love Ravelry.
You know, I did before I got the shop. And I don't know if it's because I'm in the computer with my knitting with all the shop stuff. Because, yeah, I used to like Ravelry a lot. Oh, well. I like it. I'm in there almost every day.
Yeah,
looking
you
at
are.
Stuff. Yeah.
So, at any rate, yeah, I'm in Ravelry all the time. But I can appreciate that you didn't have an interest in Ravelry when you were working on computers every day.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you, because I'm chained to a computer every day now, I really hate being online. I don't want to talk with people. I mean, they're, you know,
I
could
miss
do, I could do virtual knitting groups, you know, or something like that. I talk to kids all day online. I don't want to talk to people online all night, at night. It's terrible, but I miss people, but yet the thought of being online just drains me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't like the long Zoom calls, you know, when they're like the virtual knit nights. I mean, I like to get on there and say hello, but I don't like to sit there for 3 hours. I don't like that. God bless those who do it. Like, you know, Dawn does it and others moderate them, but I just can't. I'm usually like making some excuse and leaving by at least 2 hours. Yeah.
well, I just struggle with being online. I don't really want to.
No, when I quit work and I had to give back my computer, I have 2 computers here. I didn't have any at home. I missed it terribly. I had to buy a home computer.
Wow.
Yeah. So now I feel complete. Now I have 3 computers. I'm okay again.
Okay.
4 sewing machines, 3 computers.
4 sewing machines.
Yep.
Oh gosh, I'm thinking about buying one.
You already have one, so that would be 2.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily keep the one I have. Then.
Oh, he takes trade-ins.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I would keep it.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I could see why a person would.
Well, I have one for here, my main big one at home, and then I have one on my quilting frame at home, and then I have a lightweight one that I take to retreats with me.
Okay, well that would make sense. And you know what? Mine at home right now, if I was going to go to a retreat or travel with a machine, that one would be a good one to travel with. It would be. So
yeah. Yeah, my other one, the one I have here and the other one I have at home that I use every day, they're too heavy to be lugging. I don't know how much they weigh, but they're too heavy to be lugging all around. So this travel one I have, it's a Janome 4123 or something like that, and it's 12 pounds.
that is perfect. A nice travel machine.
Yeah. And once I put it in the case, it's maybe 15, 16 pounds in the case.
I'm going to finish some sewing on Sunday because I have to do Cora's costume.
Yeah, costume.
That, and I want to do a kind of a fall Thanksgiving-y table runner kind of thing. So I might do that too on Sunday because there's not much left to do on her costume.
Okay.
So
Luke's costume came to my house. I have to give it to him yet.
did you open it? No?
No. I'm waiting to unveil it with him. It's the inflatable T-Rex. So
he's going to have so much fun.
Yeah, I got the kids' size. I think it can be up to 54 inches. They can wear that.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, hopefully he gets a couple of years because it was $40 for a costume.
Yeah, I know. Well,
But-
yeah, you don't save any money sewing them either.
No. No, and this has the little fan in there to blow it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty tall. It's probably 5 foot tall. You know, the whole head and everything. So it'll be fun. I think I got to get batteries yet.
Oh, boy. Better get the
Yeah.
batteries. You better get the batteries before you open it up.
Before I go by him,
He's going to
yeah.
want to put it on right away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I just got to make sure everybody's safe before I go over there. He had a COVID scare because he couldn't breathe. He was real short of breath. He had to go to the hospital, get a breathing treatment, went on steroids. But his test came back yesterday negative, so that's good. He didn't have it. but other people in his household are getting tested yet. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll
don't
wait
have 'em
till
over.
I'll wait till everybody's been tested and negative, and then I'll go over and give him his costume. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and I'll go there. I won't let anybody in, I don't think, until we're extra sure.
Okay. Well, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it was negative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In the virtual school world, numbers keep going up. And, I don't begrudge a parent making the decision to pull their kid and say, you know what, I'm going to do virtual. But I'm going to tell you, those numbers keep going up. And, there's a limit to the number of students you can teach effectively virtually.
Oh, for sure.
There is a limit.
Yeah.
And I, would love it for the powers that be in the Sheboygan Area School District to figure that out.
Yeah. Well, at some point, if it gets low enough in the classroom, you'd think they'd have to move some of those teachers over.
Well, yeah, that is another whole can of worms that they'd have to open.
Yeah. But yeah, Luke is virtual. He was right from the beginning of school year.
Okay.
So yeah, him and Cadence are both virtual.
Well, that's good.
I don't know how they work it at their house because those two kids are virtual, and then Liz and Cassie are both going to LTC virtual, except for Tuesdays they have to actually go in for their labs, but the rest of the week they're virtual. So imagine all the bandwidth needed in that house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they must be glitching and stuff when they're on Zoom just because so many people are using it at once.
Well, that's interesting you say that because, even at my house, this week Cora was down and she's virtual, and so she's doing school from home. And yeah, it does. You definitely can notice a difference when you are Zooming all day. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Do you see much of that with your kids? Like, do they glitch or
freeze?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, probably because they have older siblings on the computer also.
Well, and the funny thing, I mean, it's crazy when they will unmute their mic because they want to say something and that stuff, and all of a sudden you can hear in their home another teacher talking to a sibling. It's really funny. So that would be the other thing when we have all these kids virtual. Headphones and microphones.
Yeah. Yep.
That would be really, really nice. I do wear headphones sometimes, but usually I'm home alone.
Yeah.
So there's no other ambient, noise going on. So not a problem. It was a little different today because she was doing school, out in the living room and I could hear it, but I don't think that transferred into my system.
Okay.
So that's weird. I tell you, this virtual school, man, we just need normal. But, let's not be crazy.
It probably is not going to happen this year.
No, and you know what? That's all right.
Yeah.
So you want to hand me the other one? We're going to talk about these.
Oh, we are?
Yes, we're going to talk
I don't have them online yet, though. They will be, hopefully, maybe this weekend. Maybe I'll get them online quick before I release the video to YouTube.
Well, that might have time, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, are we going to... Yeah, we can.
We talked about the yarn already.
Yeah.
But
okay.
We're making kits. Amy's suggestion, my sewing. We have these West Yorkshire yarns that we showed you last week.
Love these.
Yes, very nice sock yarn. So we're making a kit with each of the yarns came with a pattern. This one is a fancy lace sock.
This is a plainer one, both of this looks like the same pattern.
Practically, just has
Fairy lights.
yarn.
Yeah.
I don't know if one's bottom up and one's top down.
I don't know
or
if they're the same or not. They don't look all that different.
Yeah, they're pretty much a vanilla sock for those two.
Yes.
But this one's charted lace.
And it kind of goes with the theme of Silent Night. You might want something a little fancier. This one's called Fairy Lights. And, that's what this yarn is named, Fairy Lights. And then this one is called Candy Cane Socks. And that's what the yarn is named. So I haven't looked at the pattern to see what the pattern, if there's any differences. But then Joanne had these really cute.
This one's candy cane. That
Yeah.
one's fairy light goes with that one.
Okay. This one?
No,
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you like the fairy lights, you get the penguin bag because it kind of matches the yarn. See? And then this one, the snowman, goes with the candy cane yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Each of those have these stitch markers in, little Christmas balls.
Yep,
filled
looks
with
like
stars.
little earrings. And then
This one also has the snowman, but it has little snowflake stitch markers.
so that was the plan, is that, you know,
Yep.
you might want to buy yourself a present. You might want to send someone in for a present.
Right? Tuck
Or-
a gift card in these.
Yes, these are perfect sock size bags. So yeah, it was kind of funny. I was sitting here looking at the yarn last week, and I said to Joanne, we need to do kits. So that's what we
yeah.
did.
So I sewed and sewed and sewed.
So now she has kits. This
Yep.
one.
Yes.
So we don't want to mess that up.
Yeah. Yeah, because I thought this yarn goes better with the penguins.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, and that's what I have the most of left. I only have 2 balls of this left, so that means we can only have 2 kits of that.
You gonna try to get more in?
I reordered as soon as I got it, and
Oh, my.
already they said it's on back order. It won't be here till November 2nd. And I was like, well, I don't know. I might not even want it anymore by November 2nd.
You know, no, I think that's okay. Because, you know,
So-
what I've noticed is when like between now and, I mean, November 2nd, that's really, you know, a little less than a month away. So when I mean, right now, my mindset is finish these fall projects, you know, and those fall projects that I got going on right now are my Hoagie knit along and things like that. Once I finish those, it's my intent that that's when I start my Christmas knitting.
Okay.
So Christmas knitting socks, yeah. I knit socks for Christmas all the time.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm not sure. I think that, you know, and the thing is, it's not, when I look at that yarn, doesn't scream Christmas to me.
No.
That
no.
is a beautiful blue striping yarn. That would be awesome in any sock pattern.
Yeah.
So,
I see a tragedy going on. I have to see something. Reach over. Look in your bag. You snagged your shawl when you threw it in there on your Notion bag.
oh my gosh, look at that.
I can't handle a snake. You know, because if you set something on top of it, it's going to pull even more.
Yeah, no kidding, thanks.
So,
I got to get rid of this Notion bag because it's
Yeah.
got this crack here.
yeah.
It's cracked 'cause
as
it's
soon as
cold.
it catches its
Stick that upside down.
yarn, you know it's time to go.
Yes, time to go. Need a new one.
Yeah, so, yeah, this definitely could be any time. And this one, too, could be any time.
Yeah, definitely.
Just the candy cane screams Christmas.
That's true, it does. I love this one too. What did I knit with this? I knit something for Cora with this.
Without the sparkle.
Yeah, without the sparkle, the original version.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I knit for. Oh, I knit her socks. What the heck?
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, and they're real cute. And the thing was, is for her, okay, she doesn't necessarily wear hand knit socks like every day. Like I might wear hand knit socks every day. She doesn't,
Right.
but she always wants nice thick socks in her boots when she goes out to play in the snow.
Oh, okay.
So these would be play in the snow kind of socks. So it works out really nice.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know how many people like I mean, do you hand knit socks for your grands?
Not usually, but I sent a pair to Aubrey, who's the one who's gonna get this sweater, but she's
Tall.
like adult size now because she's wearing size 9 women's shoes.
Oh my God.
So these were
Good
socks that were too big for me. I sent for her.
Okay.
And she loved them. She called me and said she'll take, you know, whatever I have that I, you know, want to send her. So
Okay, well that's good.
yeah, but otherwise for the kids, no, not for the little ones.
No, and see, like for Cora, that's why these were play in the snow.
Yeah.
And that's what I made a point of saying. They're not socks that you wear every day because she runs around the house barefoot every day. Oh my gosh, you're running around the house barefoot in hand knit socks. I think you're gonna wear them out.
Yeah, and you know, my grandkids, I don't know about Cora, but all of a sudden you'll see them out in the garage in their socks. Even
Yep.
out on the back patio in their socks.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah.
No, we don't wear them outside
No.
without shoes.
Yeah, they get stained, they get snagged.
Right, right.
So no, I don't knit them socks. Barely knit them sweaters because it's just not worth it. They don't like them. They don't wear them enough.
Well, I think they get hot.
Mm-hmm.
Cora picked out this variegated yarn. It was like a purple and orange. Purple and orange variegated. Her two favorite colors. She loves purple and she loves orange. And it's this variegated yarn. And it was way too much variegation for me to knit. It was like, couldn't stand knitting it. So I marled it with purple. So it was lots of purple with some orange.
Yeah.
And that worked. But now that is, so it was 2 sport weight strands held together. So it's a bulky sweater.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she's hot in that bugger. She is hot in that. So she's not going to wear that.
Right.
But on the other hand, this time of year, if she was sitting outside or playing outside, on a crisp, cool fall day, that sweater would be nice and warm.
Mm-hmm. But it's not their go-to thing.
No.
So, yeah, and they're only one size for a short amount of time. So to me, it's not worth it.
She does like it when Grandma knits for her, though.
Yeah. You did a lot of test knits for kids.
Yes, over the years I have.
So then you got some in for her. So she kind of got used to it growing up.
That's true. This child has more hand knit sweaters than any human deserves. She does. She does. I mean, and the thing about it is that all of the hand knit sweaters, oh yeah, I remember when you made that one, Grandma. Oh yeah, I remember that one, Grandma. And it was funny because she and I were looking through my photo library, just killing time one day. We were just goofing off, looking through my photo library on my iPad. And oh yeah, I remember, oh, there's Cora. And Cora, all the Cora pictures I've got are her modeling a sweater. I don't have those cute pictures of Cora.
Yeah.
No, her grandpa's got those. But no, I got all these pictures of Cora on my iPad wearing her sweaters.
Okay, good.
And there was one test knit I did for Froginette. She's a designer. She's out of France. Lisa Chemery. Chemery is her name. But it's Froginette. Anyways, and it was a dress. And I knit it out of a cotton yarn. And it was just really cute little jumper. And then she had these tights on. And it was turquoise and white. And there's this adorable picture of this little girl looking out the window.
Oh.
And the picture's beautiful. But it was because I was having her model my dress. And I just caught that one with her looking out the window. It was just cute. I love that picture. It's like one of my favorite pictures of her. You know? And the funny thing is, when I look back and I look at that dress, okay, the dress wasn't a huge hit with me. No, it wasn't. It was okay. I mean, kind of had some cool swirls to the skirt, but other than that, I didn't see it as, the next best pattern for a little girl's dress kind of thing.
Right.
So it was okay. I have knit other ones. There was another red one. I knit her out of fingering weight, a red sweater dress. And when I knit it, it was way too long. It was a size too big for her.
Yep.
Well, now that same dress still fits her in the shoulders. The sleeves are a little 3/4 length, and it's tunic length with leggings.
Yeah.
It is so cute. And so now this one dress, she has been wearing, I'm thinking I knit that 4 or 5 years ago. I think she was about maybe 4. So
was
that's
it
4.
raglan?
A round yoke.
Round, okay.
It had a round yoke with garter ridges.
Because I know raglan, too, you can usually stretch it out for multiple years. But yeah, I could see round yoke being the same because there's no shoulder seams. So
No.
You can get bigger and smaller.
Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of funny. That would be the one thing that she did get quite a bit of wear out of.
Yeah.
So
Good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's got a red dress, and I'm going to have a red sweater, and I'm going to finish that this week.
There you go.
I should be knitting now. This is like no brain right now.
You're going to finish that this week, you think?
No.
That's really ambitious.
Maybe the body.
Maybe the body, yeah.
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 Maybe the body. That's going to be my goal. I mean, I'm not doing anything tonight, so I'll probably knit tonight. And so I'll get through the decreases for sure tonight, and maybe even the straight part, and then you've got to do the increases. So, I mean, and there's not a lot of ribbing on this one. It's got like a little bit of lace at the bottom edge, some yarn overs, and that's it.
Okay.
So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's not real long.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it cropped. I would call it right to the hips. So it's, you know, so it definitely is past the waist, but not like long past the top of the hip.
Okay.
So.
I was thinking I want to make another tunic type sweater.
Oh, they take so. Don't do a fingering weight one.
No, I was thinking
You learned your lesson.
But I might do Hohies again. I like that sweater.
I do too.
Glacier tunic.
I do too.
But do it in DK weight and just do it 2 sizes smaller.
That would
or
work.
3 sizes. It depends on what
Yeah,
I
check the
swatch.
gauge.
Yeah, I'd swatch, and then when I swatch, then I measure it and compare it to the underarm measurement on the schematic, and you can usually figure pretty close from there what size you have to make.
That's interesting. Yeah, because you can get your row gauge.
Yeah.
You know. 'Cause that row gauge matters.
Yeah, because that one's all angles.
Yeah.
So yeah, but probably I would just go down 2 or 3 sizes, and it is. Wait. No, it's regular sleeves because I think you start on the shoulders, knit the back, and then pick up, and then knit the front.
Okay. That's the way this one was, kind of like.
Yeah.
I like that construction. I really did. I enjoyed the yoke on this one.
Yeah, and I like picking up the sleeve caps too. Yours were yours picked up in short rows, or did you seam it?
No, they were picked up.
Yeah, I like doing that.
I picked up here.
Yeah. And then you turn around and then pick one up here, and then turn around and get one here, and then here. Yeah, I like doing that.
Yeah, and then all down in here, this seam that ends up here, it's really an increase. Then so this is kind. You see this weird bumpy thing? I don't like that part of it, but I don't know what I did wrong. It's on the front, and then you have it back here.
Okay.
And then over here. And it has something to do with the way this is constructed.
Okay.
And
maybe it's unavoidable then.
It might be, because I don't think I would have screwed it up 4 times. I might have screwed it up once. I mean, that's possible. But to screw it up 4 times? No.
Yeah.
No. So I don't know if I like that. But that being said, I'm very happy with this sweater.
Cool.
So.
Very good.
Cool. Okay, well.
All right. Well, that's what we're working on. That's what we're doing. I think that's it.
I think
we
so,
said
too.
all of our stuff about upcoming stuff last week. That hasn't changed.
None of that has, no.
Nope.
So.
Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Stay home.
Yeah.
Get more knitting done that way.
Yep.
People look at you funny when you knit in restaurants, unless, of course, you're with a whole table full of knitters. Then they don't look at you funny. They think, they're all knitters. You know, it's so funny because, like, remember we go to ZK and there's this whole group of people sitting and having dinner together, and in between, after we've ordered and whatever, we're all knitting, and it's like, well, it's funny.
Yeah. Yep. But I haven't been out to dinner with knitters in
ages.
Yeah, since before March.
Yeah. So. We'll have to do that too. We'll start thinking about all the things that we're missing, and we will come up with more, you know, a way to do all that stuff soon, someday.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
all right.
Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week, everybody.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.